Assuring foreign language teachers' proficiency. Validation of Advanced Low Self-Evaluation Rubric. I am Manuela, originally from Spain, and teach at the University of Kansas.
And I am Luisa, from Peru, teaching at Emporia State University. We both train foreign language teacher candidates.
All these foreign languages are taught in Kansas School.
As foreign language teacher trainers, we share the general concern over teachers' target language proficiency.
Particularly now that there are very clear requirements to achieve the advanced low level.
Teacher candidates in Kansas need to pass the Praxis Content 2 test and demonstrate an oral proficiency level of advanced low in the oral part of the test.
The American Council for the Teaching of Foreign Languages establishes the various proficiency levels foreign language learners achieve throughout their learning continuum. As mentioned earlier, achievement of the maximum score in the state licensure test requires demonstrating a language proficiency level of advanced low.
These are the language functions that advanced low-level candidates can do with the language.
The Oral Proficiency Interview, or OPI, is the tool to measure how well a person speaks a language.
Not all teacher candidates pass the oral part of the Praxis 2 test. This is probably due to the lack of sufficient oral proficiency. Foreign language teacher preparation programs need to monitor their candidates' oral proficiency. However, not all foreign language programs in Kansas have actual certified OPI testers. OPI training is expensive. Also, having an official ACTFL OPI is costly for teacher candidates.
Teacher candidates need to be able to monitor their own oral proficiency, so they can be aware of what they need to do in order to achieve the advanced low level.
ACTFL itself is supportive of this idea.
Accordingly, we have created a rubric based on the ACTFL guidelines to help foreign language teacher candidates determine how close they are to the required advanced low level. We call it the self-assessment rubric.
In a pilot study, 16 teacher candidates were administered first the self-assessment rubric and then the OPI.
After the results of both the OPI and the self-assessment rubric were obtained, a validation test was run. The validation index was 0.77 or 77%.
An item analysis will be run to identify and correct all problematic criteria on the final rubric.
The pilot study showed a high validity index, which supports the subsequent use of the rubric with a larger population.
Once we modify the rubric with information gathered from the pilot study, we will perform its full-blown validation by administering it to a larger population, teacher candidates of the 9 participant institutions.
These are the locations of the 9 participant institutions.
We will continue collecting data until the goal number of OPIs and rubrics have been achieved. Another validation test will be run with the new results, which will be shared with the profession via conference presentations and scholarly publication.
Thank you for viewing.